Today's video is going to be the first in a series of several videos on how to create project 4.2.5, the Automata. You can see I have one going here, and this is what we're going to hopefully create. So let's get started. I'm going to make a new project, new design. First thing I want to do is I want to hit save, and I want to give this name. We're going to call it 4.2.5 Automata. I'm going to give it a 2 after it because I already have one. All right, now I want to create my first component. So I'm going to go up and hit create component. My first component we want to give a name to, we're going to call it bottom. And we'll hit OK. I'm going to go to new sketch. I'm going to pick my plane. I'm going to make a rectangle. I'm going to start right at my origin. And I want my rectangle to be 5 inches wide, and I want it to be 0.25 high. Once I'm done with that, I'll hit finish sketch. I'll go over to extrude. I'll grab that piece, and I want to take that back 4 inches. All right, I'm going to slide that over in the middle a little bit, get a little smaller. The next thing, if you notice over here on the left side, is my bottom piece is my active piece. I want to go up here and I want to reactivate my top. But then I'm going to come down here to my bottom. I'm going to right click and hit ground. I want to ground that piece. I want everything to rotate around that one piece. Now that my top piece over here is active, I'm going to go up, make a new component. We're going to call this the left side. We'll hit OK. I'm going to go over and make a new sketch right on top here. I'm going to make another rectangle, start at the corner. Make sure I start at the corner, bring it straight down. I want it to be 0.25 wide, and I want to make sure that it's 4 inches tall. I'm going to hit finish sketch. I'm going to extrude that piece up. And I want that piece to go up 4 inches. Okay. Next is I need a hole in the side of this. So since I'm looking at this view, I'm just going to put a new sketch right on that side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a line, and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to grab construction. And I want to make a construction line from the corner of that down to the corner there. I'm going to get out of construction mode. I'm going to go to my circle. I'm going to slide down until I grab the center point of that circle, and I'm going to make a circle of 0.5 in diameter. I'm going to finish that sketch. I'm going to extrude that sketch. And I'm just going to extrude it all the way out. Doesn't really matter as long as it's over 0.25. And I'll hit OK. All right. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to go up to and activate my top component. Click on my little white area. I want to make sure that these two are locked together. They're technically not locked together. I just use them to build it. So what I need to do is go up here to assemble, go to as built joint, and I want to click on my left side and then my bottom piece. And I want to create a rigid joint here. So we're going to hit OK. So now these two pieces are locked in together. All right, I'm active on my top level. I'm going to go over and make another component. We're going to call this the right side. I'll hit OK. I'm going to go back to sketch. I'm going to click on the top right here, top of that bottom piece. Again, I'm going to make a 2-point rectangle starting at the corner and bringing it down. I want it to be 0.25 wide. And I want to make sure that's going to be 4 inches tall. We'll hit OK. I'll finish my sketch. I'm going to go to extrude that piece. And I want to bring that up 4 inches. I'm going to hit OK. I would need to put a hole in this side also. So I'm going to put another sketch on that side. Again, I'm going to make a line. I'm going to get a construction line. I'm going to start from one corner, go down the other corner. I'm going to make a circle right at the midpoint of that line. And again, I want that to be 0.5. And since I forgot to take it out of construction mode, all I have to do is click here, take it out of construction mode, and click my circle. There we go. And now that my circle is out of construction mode. All right. Next thing I want to do is I want to make sure I extrude that out. So we'll finish our sketch. I'll go to extrude. I'll grab that circle. I want to cut it in, and I want to cut that in 0.25. Right. I want to go back up. We'll activate our top level. And I want to put another as-built joint on the right side and that bottom piece. And I'm going to make sure it's rigid and put it in there. All right, we need to put another top piece on. So my top level is activated, checking it out. I'm going to go assemble. We're going to make our top piece. I'll select OK. I'm going to go to a new sketch. I'm going to put my new sketch right on the top right here. I'll zoom out so you can see what's going on. I'm going to go make a 2-point rectangle, but I want to be able to grab this corner. So before I choose 2-point rectangle, I'm going to go to create, down here to project and include, and I'm going to slide over to project. I want to either grab that line or that point. Either one will work. So I'm going to grab that point. I'll hit OK here. Now I'll go grab my 2-point rectangle. I'll start at the corner here. I'll bring it down the corner there. I'm going to finish that sketch. I need to extrude that sketch, and I also make sure I grab that little piece over there. And I want to bring those both up 0.25. Okay. I'm looking good so far. I need to put some holes into my top piece. So I'm going to do a new sketch right on the top and have it look at me. I'm going to make a line again, construction line. I'm going to start right at the midpoint here. I'm going to drag it over to the midpoint here. And get out of construction mode. I'm going to make 2 circles. I'm going to put one here and one here. Now I need to dimension those circles. So I can go to dimension. I want those circles to be also 0.5. And I want both of them to be 0.5. And now I want to dimension from the edge. So I know my piece is 5 inches wide and I need to put 3 spaces in there. So I'm going to dimension from this edge to the center of my circle. And I'm going to type in 5 divided by 3. I'm going to do the same thing on the other circle. This edge, I can put 5 divided by 3. And there I go. I can now finish that sketch. I can go to extrude. I can grab both those circles. I can cut them down and I can cut them in 0.25. I'm going to activate my top level. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to my as-built joint again. I'm going to select my top and I'll select my left side and make sure it's rigid, and I'll hit OK. The last thing is I needed to put the back piece on. So I'm going to look at the back. I'm going to go make sure that I'm in my top level. I'm going to make a component. I'm going to call that back. Select OK. I need to put a sketch on. I'm going to grab this side of here. Now I also need another point down here to draw. So again, I'm going to go back to project, and I'm going to project that corner point down there. If I can grab it, if not, I'll just grab that side. I can make a 2-point rectangle. I can start from this corner and I can drag it down to that other corner. Okay, don't have to put any dimensions in. I'm going to hit finish sketch. I'm going to go back and view this a little bit at angle. I'm going to go extrude that piece. I want to take it inward. So I want to drag that in. Let me grab it again. And I want to take it in 0.25. I'll go and activate my top level again. And I need to put one more as-built joint on. So as-built joint, my back piece, and I can grab my left side over here. It's a rigid joint. I'm looking good. I like that. And I can put it in my home view. And that is how you build your Automata box, the first of several videos.